So I've been getting some messages on my DMs and WhatsApp as to how I go about my day-to-day uploading of videos and photos on my social media platform. So I thought, instead of replying one by one, let me just share a mix of both free and paid apps that I use, that I strongly rely on my day-to-day editing and uploading of photos and videos. So the first app I'd like to share is Canva. Now Canva, there's a free and paid version of Canva. I personally use the paid version because it has a wider variety of templates. It has templates for almost all the social media platforms. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and it is good in helping you create your own image, or if I can say the personality type of thing when it comes to the social platform, something that you will be known specifically for. Let's say all your photos have a black and gold background, something like that. So it helps you create your own identity when it comes to uploading on the social platforms. The next app I'd like to share is Kinemaster. Now Kinemaster, I personally use for editing and uploading of my videos both on YouTube and Instagram. I find it very easy to use, but there are also tutorials on YouTube as to how you can go about using Kinemaster. I use the paid version. There's a free and paid version. I prefer the paid version because it doesn't have the watermark. The third app I'd like to share is Airbrush. Now Airbrush gives you a 7-day free trial. Then after that, you have to pay for it if you are satisfied by its applications and all that. Personally, it has really upped my game when it comes to editing photos, especially the ones I've just taken by myself. It has a variety of editing apps and backgrounds and so on and so forth. To me, it's so worth the coin. The fourth app I'd like to share, actually there are two apps. I'd like to put them together because most of the time I find myself using them as a duo, and that is Photoshop Express and Snapseed. Now for me personally, I mainly use them for making my YouTube thumbnails. They're great in resizing your photos and also adding text and things like emojis and so on and so forth. Both these apps are free. Finally, Epidemic. Now Epidemic is not an app per se. It's more of an application, or I would say a website, but it is key in most of my content creation because music to me is very important. It's that thing that brings everything together. It ties everything together and adds the emotion and the feeling to whichever production you're doing. And Epidemic is key because it gives you royalty-free music. Most people who are content creators or aspiring content creators have heard about a copyright strike. So Epidemic gives you music that if and when you use, you avoid getting a copyright strike because the music is royalty free. Finally, I'd just like to say, if you're starting up or you're thinking of starting up, just start. When I started, I knew nothing about anything. I went on learning, and as you can see, I'm growing day by day. So just start and then you'll take it from there. Otherwise, guys, spread love and lights.